Hey, welcome back to DZ's Daily Devotions. Glad to have you guys with me. Today is day 39 of our 365-day journey. If you're just picking up with us, go ahead and check out our playlist. You can start all the way from day 1 and catch up, but if not, I'm glad to have you with me here today. Before I get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Today, we're starting off in Exodus. I'm going to be reading Exodus, the whole thing in chapter 28. Let's go. Chapter 28, Clothing for Priests. Call your brother Aaron and his sons Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. Set them apart from the rest of the people of Israel, so that they may minister me and be my priests. Make sacred garments for Aaron that are glorious and beautiful. Instruct all the skilled craftsmen who have filled with the spirit of wisdom. Have them make great garments for Aaron that will distinguish him as a priest and set apart for my service. There are garments there to make: a chest piece, a ephod, a robe, a patterned tunic, turban, and a sash. They are to make these sacred garments for your brother Aaron and his sons to wear when they serve me as priests. So give them fine linen, cloth, gold thread, and purple, blue, and scarlet thread. Design of ephod. The craftsman must make ephod of finely woven linen and skillfully embroidered it with gold and blue and purple and scarlet thread. It will consist of 2 pieces, front and back, joined at the shoulders with 2 shoulder pieces. The decorative sash will made with the same materials, finely woven linen embroidered with gold and blue and purple and scarlet thread. Take 2 onyx stones and engrave the names of the tribe of Israel. 6 names will be on each stone, arranged in the order of the birth of the original sons of Israel. Engrave these names on the 2 stones in the same way as a jeweler engraves a seal. Then mount the stones in the setting of gold figuerie. Fasten the 2 stones in the shoulder pieces as ephod as a reminder that Aaron represents the people of Israel. Aaron will carry the names on his shoulder as a constant reminder whenever he goes before the Lord, making the setting a gold figuerie. Then braid 2 cords of pure gold and attach them in a figuerie setting on the shoulder of ephod. Design of the chest piece. Then, with the great skill and care, make a chest piece to be worn for seeking a decision from God. Make it to match the ephod using fine woven and linen embroidered with gold and blue and purple scarlet thread. Make the chest piece of a single piece of cloth folded in form of a pouch 9 inches square. Mount 4 rows of gemstones on it. The first row will contain a red carline, a pale green peridot, and an emerald. The second row will contain a turquoise, a blue lapis lazuli, and white moonstone. The third row will contain an orange jaunith, ekjade, and a purple amethyst. The fourth row will contain blue green beryl, an onyx, and green jasper. All these stones will set in gold gilderie. Each stone will represent one of the 12 sons of Israel, and the name of that tribe will be engraved on it like a seal. To attach the chest piece to a ephod, make the embroidered cords pure gold thread. Then make 2 gold rings and attach them to the corners of the chest piece. Tie the 2 gold cords and the 2 gold rings in the chest piece. Tie the other ends of the cords on the gold settings on the shoulder pieces of a ephod. Then make 2 more gold rings and attach them on the inside edges of the chest piece next to a ephod. And make 2 more gold rings and attach them to the front of a ephod, below the shoulder pieces and just above the knot where the decorated sash is fashioned to the ephod. Then attach the bottom rings to the chest piece to the rings on a ephod with blue cords. This will hold the chest piece securely to the ephod above the decorative sash. In this way, Aaron will carry the names of the tribes of Israel on the sacred chest piece over his heart where he goes into the holy place. This will continue a reminder that he represents the people when he comes before the Lord. Insert the Urim and the Thummim into the sacred chest piece so they will be carried over Aaron's heart when he goes into the Lord's presence. In this way, Aaron will always carry over his heart the objects he's determined the Lord's will for his people whenever he goes before the Lord. Additional clothing pieces for priests. Make the robe that is worn with a ephod piece with a single piece of blue cloth, with the opening at Aaron's head in the middle of it. Reinforce the opening with a woven collar so it will not tear. Make pomegranates out of blue, purple, scarlet yarn and attach them to the hem of the robe with gold balls between them. The gold bells and the pomegranates are to alternate all around the hem. Aaron will wear this robe whenever he ministers before the Lord, and the bells will tinkle as he goes in and out of the Lord's presence in the holy place. If he wears it, he will not die. Next, make a medallion of pure gold and engrave it like a seal in these words: Holy to the Lord. Attach the medallion with a blue cord to the front of Aaron's turban where it must remain. Aaron must wear it on his forehead so he may take himself any guilt of the people of Israel when they consecrate their sacred offerings. He must not wear it on his forehead so the people Lord will accept the people. Weave Aaron's patterned tunic with 5 linen cloth. Fashion the turban from linen as well. Also make a sash decorated with colorful embroidery. For Aaron's sons, make tunic sashes and special head coverings that are glorious and beautiful. Clothe your brother Aaron and his sons with these garments, and then anoint them and ordain them. Consecrate them so they may serve as priests. Also make linen garments for them to be worn next to their bodies, reaching from their hips to their thighs. They must be worn when Aaron and his sons enter the tabernacle or approach the altar in the holy place to perform their priestly duties. Then they will not incur guilt and die. This is a permanent law for Aaron and all of his descendants after him. So that's where we're leaving off in Exodus today. Let's go ahead and move on to Matthew. We're picking up in Matthew chapter 25 verse 31, and we're going to be reading until chapter 26 verse 13. Let's go. The final judgment. But when the Son of God comes in his glory and all the angels with him, then he will sit upon the glorious throne. All the nations will be gathered in his presence, and he will separate the people as a shepherd separates sheep from the goats. He will place his sheep at his right hand and the goats on his left. Then the king will say to those on the right, Come, you are blessed by my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the creation of the world. For I was hungry, and you fed me. I was thirsty, and you gave me a drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me to your house. I was naked, and you gave me clothing. I was sick, and you carried me. I was in prison, and you visited me. These are the righteous ones will reply, Lord, will you ever see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink, or a stranger and show you hospitality, or naked and give you clothing? When did we ever see a sick person in prison and visit you? And the king will say, I tell you the truth, when you did it, one of the least of my brothers and sisters, you were doing it to me. Then the king will turn to those on the left and say, Away with you, you cursed ones, into the eternal fire prepared for the devil and his demons. For I was hungry and you didn't feed me. I was thirsty and you didn't give me a drink. I was a stranger and you didn't invite me to your home. I was naked and you didn't give me clothing. I was sick in prison and you didn't visit me. Then they will reply, Lord, when did we ever see you hungry or thirsty or a stranger or naked in prison and not help you? And he will answer, I tell you the truth. When you refused to help the least of these people and my brothers and sisters, you're refusing to help me. And they will go away into eternal punishment, but the righteous will go into eternal life. Chapter 26, the plot to kill Jesus. When Jesus had finished saying all these things to his disciples, as you know, Passover begins in 2 days, and the Son of the Man will be handed over and crucified. At the same time, the leading priests and elders were meeting at the residence of the Chappais, the high priest, plotting how to capture Jesus and secretly kill him. But not during the Passover celebration. They agreed, or the people may riot. Jesus anointed at Bethany. Meanwhile, while Jesus was in Bethany, at the home of Simon, a man who previously had leprosy, while he was eating, a woman came in with a beautiful alabaster jar and expensive perfume and poured it all over his head. The disciples were indignant when they saw this. What a waste, they said. It could have been sold for a high price and the money given to the poor. But Jesus, aware of this, replied, Why criticize this woman for doing such a good thing to me? You always have the poor among you, but you not always have me. She has poured the perfume on me to prepare my body for burial. I tell you the truth, wherever the good news is preached throughout the world, the woman's deed will be remembered and discussed. So that's where we're leaving off in Matthew today. Let's go ahead and read our psalm for today. We're in Psalm 31, and we're reading verses 9 through 18. Have mercy on me, Lord, for I am in distress. Tears blur my eyes, my body and soul are withering away. I am dying from grief, my years are shortened by sadness. Sin has drained my strength, I am wasting away from within. I am scorned by all my enemies. I am despised by my neighbors. Even my friends are afraid to come near me. When they see me in the street, they run the other way. I am ignored as if I were dead, as if I were a broken pot. I have heard the many rumors about me, and I am surrounded by terror. My enemies conspire against me, plotting to take my life. But I am trusting you, O Lord, saying, You are my God, my future is in your hands. Rescue me away from those who hunt me down relentlessly. Let your favor shine on your servant, and your unfailing love rescue me. Don't let me be disgraced, O Lord, for I called you for help. Let the wicked be disgraced. Let them lie silent in the grave. Silence their lying lips, those proud and arrogant lips that accuse the godly. So we're leaving off there. Let's go ahead and finish up with our Proverbs for the day. We're in Proverbs chapter 8, and we're reading verses 12 and 13. I, wisdom, live together with good judgment. I know where to discover knowledge and discernment. All who fear the Lord will hate evil. Therefore, I hate pride and ignorance, corruption, and perverse speech. That has been day 39 of DZ's Daily Devotions. So happy to have you guys join along with me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this video before you leave. And thank you for supporting me at www.patreon.com/youngnemo. I'll leave a link in the description if you haven't yet. And seriously, check that out. And I'm so grateful for you guys doing that. And so blessed that the Lord has given me this opportunity to do this with you guys every single day. Seriously, I'm very grateful. And I will see you on day 40.